Hi everyone and welcome to our final tutorial in our summer program. So we are going to be making some little pens today. So we've got Mr. Crabby and you can see he's got a little pen down the middle. And then we've got a baby version of our little Seagull. And it looks like he's standing on a telegraph pole. So once again, just watch the tutorial all the way through from start to finish. Grab what you need in terms of your clay and also your little pen refills, and then go through the tutorial at your own pace, pausing when you need to. So we're going to flip the camera around now and we're going to get started. Okay, so for our final tutorial, we're going to need our pens, two little pens. We'll just take those out of the plastic, just slip out. And it's a good idea to get, before you actually make these, get a piece of paper and just give them a little squiggle to make sure that they're working already. So we've got our pens. We're also going to use our little, the top of our key ring, which might have an ice cream on it already, but we're going to use that as a tool to make the little Crabby's mouth. You're going to need your Pinocchio tool. And for these pens, it's like the charms, very small amounts of clay. So the colours that we're going to need are going to be white. So I'm just taking a little blob of white. Very small amount of black and of orange, a little bit of blue, some red, and if you've got any grey already mixed, which I have, I'm just going to take a little piece of that. So I'm going to pop my box over these. And the first thing we're going to do, we're going to cover our pens with the clay. Now, it's also worth just grabbing some kind of a cup or a little pen holder, because what we're going to do, we're going to cover the two pens with clay, and then you're going to let them dry for a little while before we actually put the toppers on top, because it means then that we can rest them in here while we're making the little toppers, and these won't get squashed then. All right, so stick these over here. We're going to take our pen, so we need to cover one with brown and one with a marbled blue and white. So we'll start with the marbled blue and white. I'm taking just a little Malteser size of white with a tiny little kind of pinch of the blue. And I'm just stretching and twisting. So this is just like the waves that you were making on your lighthouse. And when you can see the swirls, okay, when you can still see the swirls before it's all turned one colour, we're going to take our pen and just start in the middle. And you can just very kind of gently with your fingers squeeze it along a little bit. Okay, we're going to roll in a second, but we're going to leave a space here and a space here because the clay is going to squeeze out when we start to roll. So again, with this part of my hand, I'm going to roll back and forward until I've pushed that clay all the way to the end. So you will see that my pen has got the little nib at the bottom, and at the top here it's just the right length. So we're going to leave that one to dry. I'm going to make some brown for this one. So I'm going to use a little blob of orange, Malteser size of orange, with a little pinch of black. This one, we're going to stretch it, fold. Then we're going to do exactly the same with this one. So your pens, when you've covered them with clay, I would leave them maybe for 15 minutes, and that'll have given it enough time to dry so it won't make a mark when you lean it up against in your little pot when you're making your toppers. So there's my brown all mixed. So I'm going to start in the middle and I'm just going to kind of squish it along. So this is a little bit like a telegraph pole that our seagull, our little baby seagull, is going to be sitting on. Okay, so leave a little gap at each end. And we're going to use this part of our hand to roll down. And once you get to that end, you can kind of straighten it up a bit. If you've got too much, you can actually pull it up and cut it off the top and just roll it to get the kind of size that you want. Like so. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's my little telegraph pole ready. So I'm not going to wait for mine. I'm going to get some polystyrene, maybe just, no, actually mine will be fine there. So first one we're going to do, we're going to make Mr. Crabby. So if we have a look at Mr. Crabby, we have got a little oval for his body. We've got some little raindrops here for his claws, and then we've got some little balls for his pincers and also for his eyes. So we're going to start with his shell, the main body part, and I'm going to just take a little blob of our red clay. So a little bit bigger than a Malteser. Little stretch, roll it nice and smooth. Gonna just make it into a slight oval shape and we'll give it a little pat down. Okay, so this is going to be the shell of our crab, and I'm just going to push that onto the top of my pen like so. I'm going to make his smile, and you could use wire for this or anything that's kind of got will give you a circle shape. And I'm going to just press one end of this in to make a big cheesy grin. See that? And then I'm going to take Pinocchio's nose and I'm poking a little hole on each end to give him little dimples. Okay, so that's his shell done. Then we're going to make his little pincers. So you will see that we need 1, 2, 3 little raindrops on each side. So what you can do is just take 1, 2, 3. So these are tiny little pieces. These are just kind of like smaller than a garden pea. We're going to roll each one up into a little ball first of all. And then with our finger, we are gently rolling on one side to make a raindrop. So back and forward, okay? Remember, like our other tutorials, if it doesn't work out, just roll it up and give it another go. But I think you guys should be getting pretty good at these now. Okay, so it's just gently back and forward. You don't need to try and hold it, and you need to let the ball roll back and forward. Okay, so we're going to just pop these on 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and then on the other side, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and then we're going to make his pincers then. In fact, we'll make his eyes next, I think. So we're going to take a piece, little blob, and we're going to make it into a little sausage and cut it in half because we want these eyes to be even. We're going to roll them into a ball, and then we're going to press down with our finger or with Pinocchio. Then we're gonna get a little pinch of white. So you're making a slightly smaller ball. This is gonna sit on top. Okay, so, and we're gonna just push these down. Then we're gonna get some light blue, so a little pinch of white with a little speck of blue in there. Let's stretch and fold this one. Gonna give him some nice blue eyes. And again, these are gonna be small. So I'm just making my little balls, setting it straight on and then pushing down. So a little ball, set it straight on and push down. And then we need some black. So these are gonna be tiny little pieces. Again, much smaller now. We roll a little ball. You can flatten the black one first before you put it on if you want. Press. And then just, you'll see on mine that there's some tiny little light reflections, some tiny little white pieces. So the key to these is making them really small. Okay, the smaller you can make these, the more effective they're gonna look. So just take the tiniest little pinch, 1 and 2. Just roll it round and round, and then we're gonna pop that on, round and round, and pop it on. Okay, so really small with these. We're just gonna take these little eyes then, and we're gonna put them right up on top of old Crabby's head. Like so. And then we're just gonna fit the pincers in now on each side. So for the pincers, we need to make 3 little balls for each one. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So you can take your time getting these the right size. So we're going to join 2 of them together, and then with the 3rd one, we're pressing down. We're going to use the end of Pinocchio's hat just to make a little pincer like this. And we're gonna just pop this in. It's like he's saying hi. So 2 balls together, flatten the 3rd one, pop it on the end, and then push in from the side with Pinocchio's hat. Get a little pincer. I'm gonna stick that on the end. There it is. So we can then just, you can leave this one flat if you want, or you can set it into rest in there. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our little baby seagull. So you should remember how to make the seagull from the sunbathing seagull. So we've got a little raindrop for the body, then a little ball for the head, some funky little feathers on top. It's got his little grey raindrop wings, and then his little feet, beak and eyes. So I'm going to take a Malteser size of white, make a ball, and I'm going to get it into a little raindrop. This is going to be for his little body. So I'm going to put this straight on. Okay, and this is where you're going to need your pot to hold this up in, because it'll get squashed otherwise. So I'm going to pop his body on there, and then I'm going to make a head. So you can gauge this, just take a little piece off, roll it to get the right size then for the head. Got his little head like so. I'm going to make his funky feathers for the top now while I've got my white. So I'm just taking 2 little pieces, I'm rolling 2 little balls, And then I'm turning these into little raindrops. And if you can remember from the last time, we put the raindrops together in a little heart shape, and then the point of the heart faces towards the front of his head, like so. Okay. Then we're going to make his wings. So his wings are going to be 2 grey little raindrops. So just 2 little balls, and these are pea size again. Make them into little raindrops by gently rolling on one side. We're going to push down gently. We're going to use Pinocchio's hat to make a few little lines in there. Okay, and these are going to just pop on the side. So he's coming together nicely, see? And then we'll do the details. So we're going to get some orange now to give him a little beak. So a tiny little piece of orange here for the beak. So a little ball, and then gently back and forward to make a little raindrop. I'm gonna pop that on there. Okay, and then for his little feet, if you can remember, we made 4 little pieces. So you can take one piece and cut it into 4, press it down, poke a hole in the middle, cut through the center, and then half again. So you get 4 little pieces. I'm going to roll each one into a ball. And then with these, I'm going to turn 2 into little sausages. I'm going to stick these on for his legs. And then with the other 2, we're going to just make another little sausage, but press it flat this time. And these are going to go just on the bottom for his little foot. So another little sausage, press down, pop that on the bottom. And then all he needs are some little eyes. So you can make googly eyes with white and black, or you can just, because he's so small, you can just make some beady little black eyes. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm just taking 2 tiny little black pieces and in fact I'm going even smaller actually. These I'm going to roll round and round. I'm going to just poke a little hole where I want them to go. So 1 and 2. And I'm going to just pop those in. 1 and 2. And there we have our little seagull pen, all complete with Mr. Crabby. And that's us all done. So boys and girls, you will find now that you have got lots of clay left over. There will be some colours that you haven't used much of at all. So what I would encourage you to do is use the techniques that you've learned. So you know the shapes that you've learned, the ball, the sausage and the raindrop. And you've learned about colour mixing. And you can get creative and perhaps create some more things that you may find at the seaside.